So, considering we're doing this whole thing and we're doing like this random live, well, not live, recorded podcast. Stop laughing at me.
I did nothing.
We're doing this random, completely organized, disorganized, organized chaos.
It's one or the other. It can't be an oxymoron. Come on.
Shut up. We're doing...
The silence was deafening.
We're doing this thing, and basically we're going to be talking about stuff, because what is there better to do in quarantine than sit on your laptop and talk to people that you can't see? So,
honestly, you're not wrong. We should just do this after quarantine, before quarantine, and during. Well, we are doing it during quarantine. But...
Yes, exactly. So we have an excuse. But go ahead and introduce yourself. What are the people gonna call you?
I am Momo, born in February. That means I am Kisaragi Momo. Next up, the hell? Kisaragi is February in Old Japanese, I think.
You can't give
Kisaragi means...
false information
Kisaragi
if you're not
February.
sure.
Shut the hell up. Kisaragi meaning Japanese. I know it means February. Yep, the traditional name of February in the Japanese calendar, so shut your dang mouth.
Did you just Google that?
No.
Okay, no. I am gonna be called Prickles.
You're a prick.
I knew it was coming, but it didn't prepare me for the pain.
You're a prick.
Yes, I am Prickles the Prick. So, considering we're gonna start getting this upload schedule thing going, and it's gonna be Tuesday, so we're talking about Pokemon? Okay, alright, then we're starting with Gen 1 Team Rocket.
Gen 1 Team Rocket was they said, hey, give me all your Pokemon. And we're like, no, what do you mean? They're like, alright, Crocodile, come in here.
Crocodile didn't exist in Gen 1!
I mean, Meowth, come here. Cat Scratch, I don't know. Cat Scratch. Like, Meowth wasn't a threat, and all you have we're blasting off again, and the dude whose name we didn't know.
Wait. The dude whose name... it's bad because you're saying the dude whose name we didn't know, and now I don't know who you're talking about.
I think it was Butch.
Oh my god, Botch!
Oh. He said, didn't your mother ever tell you to get people's names right?
You were right, it was Butch.
Okay.
I wasn't even talking about the anime, but fair. You make a very fair point. I forgot about that guy a lot.
Yeah, they effed up. They effed him up. But that girl was really pretty. The
Cassie.
One.
I always remember her name.
That's so... No, because she was always like... She was on top of things. She's like, I know what I'm doing. I don't know what Pokemon she had, but she was gorgeous. I was like, oh my gosh. Speaking of gorgeous, Giovanni is not that.
I keep thinking there was one of the people, I think there was a sprite in one of the games that looked like Cassie.
It did, yes, because it was one of the Team Rocket things, I think.
I swore. Yeah, I was sure that was a thing. But either way, that is still Gen 2.
Oh, shoot, are you serious?
Yes, they were in Johto.
Yikes.
Gen 1 Team Rocket, in the games, they didn't have any female grunts at all. They all looked the same. I think in the first rendition of Team Rocket, like, the sprites, they had a whip.
Oh yeah, they did.
When I was younger... Excuse me?
I'm kind of feeling that Team Rocket. I don't know. I'm just if I see that sprite, I'm gonna be like, yo. I mean, but like when we think about
wait, no, we are not gonna let that go.
No, hold on.
We're not gonna
they got a whip. You know what I'm about? Signal. I mean,
no.
They're kind of well, none of them are cute. So
I mean, they all look the same.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, though, I kind of really respect that they just went in. Like, they're like, we are who we are. We're taking Pokemon. We're taking money. We're taking over the world. And if we're feeling it, we're probably taking your soul.
The only reason they did that was because they had Giovanni in the back with his Nidoking and Nidoqueen just, like, glaring at you.
You said Giovanni and his Nidoqueen and Nidoking. Are we not going to talk about the glaring Mewtwo in the room?
He didn't have it. Wait,
he had Mewtwo.
Yeah.
He didn't have it. No, he didn't have it in the game. It was chilling in Cerulean Cave, brooding and hating people.
I mean, what else does it do? Come on.
It's fair.
Yeah.
But I have to respect the first gen Team Rocket. I mean, they literally were operating completely under everyone's nose. They had a casino.
I don't know how they were operating under anybody's nose when they were like, nope, nothing to see here, especially anything under this poster. I'm like,
No. Those are the plot relief grunts. They're different.
well, if you had them on your team, that's a team that's lost.
That's fair. That is entirely
Point
fair.
blank, period.
But there are others that are very competent. They took over the Sylph building. Is it Sylph?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
I swear, when I was younger, I kept trying to call it Slip. What did you say?
I thought it was like Sylph, or no, I didn't think it was. I thought you were gonna pronounce it like that. You're like Slip. I'm like, I get it. Like, it's partially dyslexic.
No. I mean, yes.
Trash.
But like, I kept thinking it was Sliff, and I was like, Sliffscope.
Wait,
yeah, that sounds really good.
It is Sliff.
It is?
Sliff.
Google it.
Okay.
Get right on that.
Oh. Pricks.
Yes, hi.
Yep. No, Sylph. It is Sylph. It is 100% Sylph.
Sylphscope.
And
I mean, I guess that sounds good.
Wikipedia, not bad. I mean, yeah, Sylphscope. They look so lanky, the Team Rocket guys.
That is true. I mean, they were bulkier in the first sprite iteration, like in red and blue and yellow, I believe. But they got so lanky. Yes, they got really, really, really lanky. I think in like fire red and leaf green.
Yeah, except for the girl. The girls always look hella just like they own the place, and I gotta respect. They look styling and profiling. Like I'm just clap, my guy. Except for freaking Jesse and Jim, I just wish they had. Let's Go was a mistake. No, okay, we're talking about evil teams.
You just came out so confident. Let's Go was a mistake.
It was. I'm like, I catch Pokemon and like battle with other Pokemon just to be like, oh my gosh, I build a connection with them. But this one is just like, oh, you gotta catch more Pokemon to level up your Pokemon. Why?
We're gonna talk about this one. Not now.
Evil teams.
Yes, exactly. I know. But when did Team Rocket take over? They took over the Cerulean Bridge. I don't know how they didn't take it over. They literally just had someone planted there, which was actually really smart. Because they basically said, okay, whoever is going through and manages to beat everyone on this bridge has to be a pretty strong trainer. So we're just gonna no, it's the Nugget Bridge. Yeah. I called it the Cerulean Bridge, fair enough. But they were just like, whoever is going through this bridge, they've got to be pretty tough, at least considerably strong. So we're offering them a position in Team Rocket. Like, they're just recruiting the cream of the crop and then, like, keeping it moving. That was a smart plan. I mean, to be fair, that the rocket that they planted could not defeat you, yes.
Like, what do you have, like a level 12, like, Meowth, my guy?
No, he had an Ekans, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's no problem.
That is so rude.
I mean, look, when you have an Ekans, which is Snake back, so not. The thing is, Ekans.
Jessie also had an Ekans.
Okay, and you saw her blasting off again, right?
Oh no!
Like, come on!
She doesn't deserve this.
Yeah, she does. She does.
They are the screw-ups of Team Rocket, though. Like, if you can like, or at least somewhat respect them, then, I mean, the rest of Team Rocket is marginally cooler.
Not exactly, because you still have the plot fodder. But there are no hot guys.
Count.
There aren't any hot guys in Team Rocket Gen 1. And then Geo's there. Let me stop before he puts me in the ground. Hold on.
You're gonna be sleeping with a Magikarp.
No, I'm gonna be sleeping with a Magikarp and the freaking... What are those things called? Basculin? I'm gonna be I don't even know how they got to this gen, but he'll make it happen.
Laundering! They're Pokemon laundering!
He scares me. He really does. Like,
Giovanni?
yeah, they were like, I think he got a crocodile at one point. And they were like, if he would have had that in Gen 1, there would have been no red. Like, he would have broken those legs, my guy.
Break those kneecaps.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm like, duh.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. That's more hilarious than it should be.
He's scary. Because the thing is, he is quite strong. And in the manga, Pokemon Adventures, they had the 3 beasts. One who was a kid, one who was a giant brute, and one was like, one woman who was just like, I know what I'm doing.
Huh.
And she was just the one who was like, hey guys, well, time to die. I'm like, okay. They were scary as hell.
I respect it. To be fair, as much as I love Team Rocket, like I really, really love Team Rocket.
Team Rocket's rockin'.
Yeah, shut up. I almost agreed with you.
He's like, yeah, Team Rocket. No, we're not doing that today.
But as much as I love like Team Rocket, I really think that Gen 2, I mean, they did really
100%.
good in Gen 2. Like, I really love them, but then I feel like it was so much of like a blossoming in like the Heart Gold Soul Silver with like all the new admins and stuff like that, because they existed in like Crystal, Silver, and Gold, but they weren't exactly designed people with like color palettes and stuff that really stood out.
Interesting
and, like,
personalities.
Yeah, exactly.
3D features. 2 dimensions in their personality. None of that.
No, but the thing is too, though, knowing both games does help you get kind of like a deeper perspective on them somehow. Like Crystal, Silver, and Gold, they weren't exceptionally deep with like the personification of different personification. What? With the characterization of like the other Rocket members, but it somehow added something to them. But I'm not just saying that because I'm biased with Gen 2.
You are?
I am biased with Gen 2.
Yeah. Because you like, what, Archer? Proton's a cute one.
Proton's the basic one.
Excuse me?
Basic!
You said Ariana wrong.
Excuse me?
Ariana's basic as hell!
I can't. See, the thing is, the reason why I can't say I can't here, I can say I can't. In Silver, Crystal, and Gold, Ariana murdered people. She didn't actually outright literally murder.
I don't know.
But
she kind of...
Sure, she had, I remember back then, a Glare Arbok, and that thing, especially if you were one of those people that didn't take the time to leave out of the base in Mahogany Town to, like, go up and heal, she was kind of scary, and she paralyzed everyone. Everyone. Always.
Petrol was like, hey, you guys, let's poison you, because you know how I have a problem with that bee.
Yes, I do.
But I'm looking at Proton Sprite right now. He looks good. Like, he's owning it. Archer's balding.
He's not balding!
Yes, he is!
No, he's not!
Do you see that hairline? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
I wasn't even laughing at the comment. I was laughing at the long silence.
Because if you look at his hairline, that's how long the silence is. If you just, like, go back to his head.
Stop.
Look at it. Look at it.
Stop.
He is balding.
No, I feel like Archer's really cute.
Look at Proton. Look at him. Look at him.
But
and I guess we're on Gen 2 right now because we can't keep a subject.
We are on Gen 2. Gen 2 Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Look at him. Proton is so typical. Like,
no, he's not. Look at the little dude resting his hand on his chin like, ooh, hoo, hoo, look what I'm doing. Like the hell?
But he's
how are you not calling that
ordinary typical? Look.
No, it's not. Look at him. He looks like the thief that steals your heart. Just saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, actually...
You played Harvest Moon. You know.
Yeah, and I know that thief that literally stole my soul,
Soul?
It's a long story. But that thief, That's not a proton thief. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's so pretty boy.
Yeah, because he's a pretty boy.
But Ariana over here, she's
Ariana.
like, I don't care. She's like, I am the only girl in these executives, right?
Girl.
And I am going to execute you. Like, that is how I do my job. She is so focused on the task at hand. And I think there's a theory going on, apparently, that Ariana is, like, Silver's mom.
So, ew, that means you have... that's gross.
You're such a child!
Nah, because, like, look at her.
She looks awesome. What do you mean?
No, look at her in the oh, that's why. Look at freaking Archer in the manga. I'm showing you a picture.
Oh god, no.
Look at him.
Watch it. I feel like it's gonna be really insulting. Oh, that is... No! That's not fair!
He looks like...
No,
looks like
no, that's stylistic.
He had 20... No, it's not. He's old. Remember how the dude said, this is how there was supposed to be?
Pardon?
Exactly.
What? No!
The dude who made Pokemon Adventures... No, the creator of Pokemon said Pokemon Adventures is the closest thing to Pokemon that he wanted.
No! You're taking that out of context. He's talking about the world in the building, you fool.
Yeah. World building.
Not the character specifically.
Archer's in a building. He's in this world, and therefore...
No!
That's Archer.
That is not how that works, actually.
2 + 2 is 4. Therefore, 4 of them, Archer's old.
Illuminati confirmed. I mean...
You think?
No! No! That's not it!
Okay, but honestly... They're intimidating at times. I mean, they made Kurt break his back, right? He said, I'll be here, like, for a little while. Oh, you're done? Time to get up. I'm like, my guy.
Kurt did not break his back.
He broke his pride.
He, like, I bet he battled them, and he lost. And he was like, oh, you know, it'll soften the blow if I'm injured.
Yeah, like, imagine slipping on, like, a fake meow banana peel. Parton's like, the hell's wrong with him? He's like, oof. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break right here. Trash.
He walked inside and slipped on an ice cube.
Honestly. He slipped on bananas. He slipped on banana ice cubes.
Banana ice cubes?
Like, ice-covered bananas.
Where'd the bananas come from?
I mean, they're a slowpoke there. They know Ice Beam, right?
Wait, oh my god, are you talking about banana peels? Is that the joke?
Leave me alone. I didn't know! F off! Heathen.
Oh god, no!
Okay, okay, I'm not gonna lie.
No, Gen 2 Team Rocket, bro!
That's Gen 2 Team They're not that good to me.
They are great to me. I don't know. They go in and they take care of business. When they go in, they go hard. They're like, we're taking over freaking, we're forcing Pokemon to evolve with a high-pitched frequency that literally, if you play Heart Gold Soul Silver, when you have a Pokemon walking behind you, they are affected by this frequency. It, like, kills their ears.
Yeah, but, like, if they really wanted to do that without, like, hurting anybody, they could have went to Dawn's mom. Evolve! I was like,
stop.
Hold on!
It's Team Rocket! They wanted to do it with hurting someone. They're like, the more casualties, the better!
I'm like, my guy, are you joking? You could just be like, you know what, Evan.
Like, to be fair, they were at least so much of a threat that they were actively recognized by Lance, who came in and said, all right, time to break it up.
Musashi. Lance, Musashi is Jesse's name in Japanese. Lance got his done. Because he just came in, especially in the anime when he was taking care of Team Rocket with the whole, like, generating Voltorb and crap like that. In the anime, he was destroying them. And in the freaking anime, Gen 2 Team Rocket was like, oh, I mean, you can try to catch us, but it's already too late. And I'm like, that's kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, Team Rocket, I feel like at a certain point in evil teams, it was less evil, more misguided. And Team Rocket, they held firm the whole time. They're like, there is no misguided in our game. We want money and power in our Pokemon. It's like, we're gonna do what we want to do. Oh, the radio tower there, we're gonna use it to contact our boss. It's like, it is the most, like, obvious and conspicuous method of getting in touch with Giovanni. Like, you could have just sent him a call in the Pokegear and left a voicemail. Youngster Joey does it all.
Right? You say, hey, and I also found a Caterpie in Route 2. I'm like, do you have anything better to do, you short-winded bastard?
But, like, that's exactly it. They could have used any method. They could have literally sent him a letter. They could have sent him an email. They had email back then. But no, they decide that they're going to go to the radio tower. They're like, we're gonna call him back by taking the radio tower over and blasting it through every facet of Johto that exists.
He's in Kanto.
I feel like people are gonna kill us because, we say Kanto, and everyone's like, it's Kanto. And I'm like, it makes sense.
Kanto. Hi. Okay, sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, it makes sense. The thing is, I've been using that for 20-something odd years. That's an exaggeration, and that is not it at all. But I've been using that for a while.
Yeah, because they use it in the anime. It's like, hi, I'm Ash from Palatown. Kanto. I'm like, okay. Kanto it is.
Yeah, they brainwashed me. It's too late for me.
Honestly, it's for kids.
They brainwashed me like Team Rocket is brainwashing Magikarp right now.
Well, I don't think it's that level of brainwashing, but you can try again.
They can make it happen. I believe Team Rocket can literally do whatever they want.
No, they can. That's the thing. You're like, they brainwashed me like Team Rocket brainwashed. No, there's no level of that kind of destructive, toxic brainwashing. So I'm gonna have to need you to go like a little bit lower on the scale because you weren't brainwashed like that. No. Gosh darn it.
But like, I don't know. I respect this. Like, you have to look too at like the people that are in Team Rocket. Giovanni left. He left 3 years ago, and they are still actively trying to get his attention and bring him back.
No wonder Archer has those freaking stress lines.
Can you stop doing this? How about we
talk what? Talking about his... What happened?
About Petrol. Huh?
You're acting like I like him. He can go die if all I care.
No. I'm asking because I know you have a specific grudge against him because he's too good at his job.
He's a poisonous bastard. That's all. That's all he is, and that's all he'll ever be.
He's also a master of disguise. Just gonna throw that out.
I don't care. Everything else he does is trash because he himself is garbage. I hate him. F Petrol. Yes, I'm bitter. Do you know what he did to me?
He poisoned you 4 times.
Like,
but I don't know. I respect it because, like, even over there, like, not him poisoning you.
He almost killed you. I respect it.
That's not what
That's what you said. God, you're a jerk.
I will take full responsibility and accountability for what I have said.
You're a trash person. You're trash.
But yeah, I just respect the amount of loyalty. Like, Giovanni must be one charismatic dude to have all of these.
He probably really is.
Like, they're hanging on his coattail. He is a mafia boss.
Honestly, he's like the type. He's like, family is family. Believe Silver. Family is family. I'm like, what?
No. He's like, family is the family you choose.
Blood of a covenant. He's the one who got that one right.
No.
Blood is thicker than water. Blood of the covenant. Like, you choose now to be right in your theories. But Gen 2 team is not bad. You're not bad, but I don't care about them that much.
Yeah. I mean, no, I actually love them way too much. Like, I understand.
Really, you said you'd be part of Team Rocket if you were part of any evil team.
I mean, that's probably that. If I had a choice, yes, that would probably be what I would. The thing is, that would be my choice from an aesthetic and respect standpoint. There is no way that I could attain the level of like domineering ruthlessness of Team Rocket. Like I couldn't.
No, but your family would.
No, they wouldn't. Stop spreading these lies.
Yes, they would.
No, they
You'd
aren't.
be the mafia boss's daughter, my guy.
No!
Prick. Yes, you would.
I'm gonna need you to stop. Stop doing this.
The thing is, you'd say the words, I feel threatened, and a Luxray would just jump out of the ball and rip somebody's face.
This is Gen 2!
I don't care. Money laundering. Pokemon laundering. You probably got that thing from a Porygon. Nah.
You said from a Porygon?
Yes, it just like hacked into the mainframe, got Professor Oaks' freaking Shinx, turned to a Luxray.
Why did Professor Oaks have a Shinx?
I don't. He's a Pokemon professor, why wouldn't he?
I can't argue with that logic.
Exactly. But honestly, Rowan would slap some sense into you. He's like, oh, a little girl trying to hurt people? Interesting. Come with me. I don't have to pull you by the ear. I'm like, well.
I mean, that's literally, Rowan is a dad. But we're not on professors. 3rd gen, we have Team Aqua and Team Magma.
Okay. I have 2 things to say.
Go for it.
3rd gen, originally, it was quite nice. Whereas, utter garbage. That's all I have. Now, because when you look at that dude, when they changed Shelly...
Shelly, yes, that is her name.
No, the guy.
Archie.
No, the fire boy. The
Tabitha?
Yes, there we go. I knew it had a guy's name. No, because it really is Tabitha from Oraz.
Look, I will stand by what I have said over and over again. The designs for Aqua and for Magma, the new designs in Oraz are absolutely stunning. I love them.
What?
They're
in
amazing.
Oraz?
Yes, I love them. The problem is
Tabitha.
I mean, I think his design is still cool. Like, I mean, not everyone is gonna be like legit, quote unquote, basic pretty boy level Proton over here.
No, but the fact of the matter is, Tabitha looked good how he did. He was just like having that. He looked ruthless. This other one's like, yeah, I'm as fierce as a mighty Anna. No one cares.
That's my point, though. Like, their designs, their new designs, I love them. I think they look awesome. The problem,
especially Shelly.
I feel like I would have loved it better if they were their own people. I think being tied to the legacy of previous Aqua and Magma and then kind of redesigning them in a way that they were different and then also not really kind of staying true to some of their aspects or some of their behaviors or honestly a lot of their goals and temperaments. I think that kind of put a burden on the idea of these new Oraz designs. Like, they look great. It's just that they're not the original characters. They are kind of their own people now, and if they were acknowledged that way, I feel like I would have felt I could receive it a lot better.
You weren't so hot on Courtney though, because when in Generation, she's like, I want to test you, and you were like, the hell is wrong with her?
Well, I think, if that was like her, if that was just like her own thing, her own character, because I think a Courtney existed anyway. Just it wasn't just like put out into the game. But if she was her own character, I would just think she was really eerie and weird, and I probably would love it.
She'd be her own scary version of that crap.
Yeah.
Scary, obligatory scary Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like that would be neat because especially when you have these teams that are now more misguided than evil, you have different spectrums of how people are going to approach these ideologies.
Yeah.
So that's really neat.
Too bad they didn't execute her, right?
Stop! That's rude. But speaking of an original, like, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, though, oh god, where does the time go? I've probably replayed that game so many times that I distinctively recall the message telling me that my Game Boy's internal battery is run dry.
You good?
Yes, I'm fine. However, events will still occur. Gosh. Yeah, I did that. I think I replayed Sapphire, and my neighbor owned Ruby, so we swapped off.
Oh no.
I played Ruby, and I beat that several times, and then I got Emerald, and I beat that several times. But the Battle Frontier was the reason that I didn't restart it. And if I did, I traded everything over to Sapphire, and then traded it all back.
Yep, there we go. But no, evil teams.
Yes. So in the original aspect of the characters and stuff, I feel like Maxie was a little bit more straight-laced and cold.
Yes.
And
Archie was like, "Hey, what's up? Yo, let's screwish up."
Yeah, but the thing is, like, even he wasn't a bad guy. Like, he had good intentions. He kept saying that, like, basically with expanding landforms and, like, all the people that are on Earth and everything like that, it's making it very difficult for the sea-dwelling Pokemon and for the sea in general. And he's like, the sea is basically, like, this bountiful, like, place that gives so many benefits to us that it would be better to extend it and have more of it. Unfortunately, global warming happened, and now we have a lot of it.
Tiger was like, "Groudon? Is that you?" Hold on. I'm like, no. So now I'm about to drown all of you. You better develop gills, my guy. Like,
Kyogre said, "Hold my orb." No.
You see, Rick was just like, kind of like, ugh, yo, that was a long minute.
Again?
You know what? My God. He said, "All right, time to die." He's like, "I will dragon ascent each and every one of you."
He just put them. He's like, "Okay, you go back. You go back. Are we done? Because I'm done." It's like, oh.
"I will put you in opposite spaces. You will be floundering about like a Magikarp, and you'll drown." Give me a reason. I'm like,
jeez. But, like, that's the thing. Neither of them anticipated for that to happen. Like, Aqua and Magma, as bad as they seem throughout the course of the game, none of them actually wanted for this backlash to spread over the region. Like, they were looking for a benefit, like, to come from it. Like, basically, neither of them have ever heard of the word moderation. And as a result, this happened. But, like, even when Steven got involved, they were actually feeling bad for what they did. So, I don't know. I kind of respect it. They're just misguided.
Yeah, they're the first sympathetic villains.
Yeah.
And it's quite nice, because they're like, "I didn't mean to do this." And it's like Archie's the type of person where I can be like, "Yo, Pop!" And he's like, this little kid. And it's like, it's fine after everything. It's just, right now, they're effed.
Yeah.
Like, they really did see the errors of their ways and were like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Like, Steven showed up and said, "What did you do?"
He said, "My guy, I wanted a little bit of landmass. I didn't want..." Look, we can, like, saw all Florida, and then we'll, like, stop this whole thing.
No!
Please, I'm sorry.
Stop!
I say we develop gills. We already do it from, like, when we're born.
I feel like there are way too many things and many, many hundreds of years stopping us from doing that right away.
I mean, but you can do that. You can physically almost drown yourself getting to, what, Sutopolis? Not Sutopolis.
It is Sutopolis.
Okay, I was like, Soot. Is that Flannery's gym? No.
No, wow, yeah, I mean, that is a long way to be surfing, but you have, like,
He's 10! I don't care what you have! They said, yeah, but he has protected... He's also 10.
Well,
0.
In Auras, you're given, like, the little aqua lung thing.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's a benefit.
I don't know why you mentioned that.
Auras is still valid. It's just not the original. But I'm not gonna lie. Auras has some really beautiful, like, redone graphics of the towns and cities.
It's music. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Beautiful. Like, especially some of the areas. I know a friend of mine had this whole on-running thing where he would, like, spam me, like, screenshots and stuff of the game. and like the way that the reflections were, like some of the spots where you could see like the sky reflected in the puddles, like graphically, it was so beautiful.
Everything else wise, it was trash.
No, look.
How?
It's really not. Again, if you look at it, it's difficult to look at it as the original. That is the problem. But at the same time,
well, it's a different dimension.
Well, yeah, there's that too. I mean, you could always think of it as just being like, just that, like being so deep into another dimension, like multiverse style.
Shelly turns black.
It's like, if you look at it that way, I mean, yeah, because I mean, that is what it is. You could be like, oh, then Maxie here is just a little bit lankier and geekier, and Archie is a lot more ruthless and brutal. And maybe in this dimension, they really did just have really dark motives.
Okay.
Huh.
I'll give you that. The fact of the matter is they do. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, go ahead.
Because the fact of the matter is they did what they did, but they didn't know it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just like really, really. They really are sweet. They just thought they were like. They were in the most innocent way. Thought they were above everything else. It's like when they're like, "Oh, everyone is wrong except me." Tight.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I can forgive them, but at the same time, like, just don't ever do that again. 3 years of community service. Please.
Can we also talk about the Pokemon that are like assigned to their teams? Because one thing that you will straight up see in almost every Team Aqua like thing, whether it's the Weather Center or the museum or what, yeah, Carvanha, and of course like Zubat. But
look, no, there's only one thing more annoying than Zubat.
What's that?
We'll get there when we get to Gen 5. Oh, we'll get there. Oh, that outspeeding mother effing traffic cone. Anywho, keep going.
So like, you have like Carvanha. Carvanha is actually like, I actually really, really like that as a Pokemon. I really appreciate, especially like Rough Skin, because I know when I first played the game, that took me incredibly off guard. I was like, why is that happening? And it wasn't just because this was the first generation that abilities existed. It was just, well, no, it wasn't the first generation that abilities existed. Was it? No.
No, that was a physical split. No, Gen 4 was a physical special split. No, it is when abilities.
Really?
First came in. Yeah, I think so.
Because I keep thinking about Static, and I'm like, did Static come in 3rd gen too?
Let's think of Karen. Let's look at Karen then.
Do you say look at Karen?
Karen. Vileplume. Yep. Nope. They didn't have abilities.
That's wild. Wow.
Oh, that Umbreon gives me nightmares. I've never battled Karen because I freaking right when it came to. What is it, 2nd gen? I never finished it because I was scared to go over.
Hi, Momo, because when we play it on my channel, Crystal, then you're gonna have no choice. So
nah, because the fact of the matter is, that demon wolf, that licking bastard, Destiny Bond bastard, the Vileplume that's thick as hell, and that Umbreon that kills everyone in its path. I'm not dealing with it. Yeah, she has a Murkrow, but I don't care. I'm not dealing with it.
Don't disrespect Murkrow that way.
Look, those things are thick. They're thicker than her thighs. I'm not finna.
Clap, clap. But I just, like, I feel like, okay, Carvanha was the one for Team Aqua, and Numel was the one for Team Magma.
Numel's trash.
I like Numel. I especially love Camerupt.
Numel's trash. Numel itself is just utter trash.
We're gonna have to fight, but I like these choices.
Well, Numel's cute. Freaking Camerupt and Mega Camerupt. Camerupt that was like, hey, I have an N on me now. I'm like, for Magma? Okay.
Hey, represent!
No! It's supposed to be its own Pokemon!
It's its own Pokemon with Team Magma.
You know what, never mind.
I really do like those choices though, and I know that like both teams
because they were
have
made for
Mariana.
Yeah, and that's really nice because it's like different sides, same goals, and it's really nice.
Oh, well, you just looked at that really deep, like, and I never looked at it like that. I liked Mighty, and I was like, oh, cute doggy.
No, because it's like, oh, we have different views, but we're going about it but we're both wanting the same type of outcome. So of course they'd have different views, as in Carvanha and Nummel, and then when they have Poochie and Mighty in it, it's like because we both stand for something.
Wow, that's really deep.
Shut up. You're a prick.
Thank you. But okay, so on the end of it, I actually really like Team Aqua and Team Magma. Team Rocket is still carrying it for me, but I really like Team Aqua and Team Magma.
Yeah. I think I like Team Rocket. Oh, yeah, Team Aqua and Magma better. It's just their outfits are gorgeous. Goodness. Golly. Look at them.
No, not that. I'm gonna need you to take the reins for the next one because I got.
Yeah, I love how you think I remember Team Galactic as much as you do. Hell nah! You think?
Oh no!
Look, the only one I remember is Saturn, and not for good reason.
I mean, I know Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter.
No, look, Saturn. We all know what happened with Saturn. So let's just skip to Gen 5.
No. Like. Okay, I have to explain this to listeners.
Saturn's kind of cute, though.
I couldn't remember for probably 10 years or so. I couldn't remember Cyrus's name. I thought it was Spencer or Connor. Don't ask me where Spencer came from because I don't know. But Connor came from me remembering Mount Coronet and somehow linking that to the name Connor and assuming, yes, Connor, that's his name. That's absolutely his name. But also Connor somewhat sounded like Cosmos to me. And I was like, oh, of course, Space. His name is Connor.
It's like, Space. I get it. His name is Jasmine. She would do every name in the world. She pulled through every name twice before she went to effing Cyrus. And then she'd be like, nah, and then skip it. Like, what?
I don't know why I couldn't remember him. Like, the only reason I remember him now is because of Pokemon Masters. And that was because when I heard...
Brian freaking Dialga. No. I remember your name because you tried to kill me with that time warping fiend, too.
No, to be fair, he tried to kill my Pikachu in Masters. And Cheryl and her Blissey that can take hits, just stood there like, oh, that's so unfortunate. Like, thanks, Cheryl. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. No, you're not. You could have helped. You could have.
It's like, nah, I got a chance. What can I do? Seismic toss? Come on, look at that.
Because of Pokemon Masters, his whole speech about imperfection and like the imperfections of like humanity and the soul and stuff.
I see your face like, Cyrus. Like, come on, you're such a...
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Suddenly I feel attached, and Cyrus is a little bit of a snack. But I know you're gonna go on his hairline again.
Yes, look at him.
This is the second person whose hairline you're going on, and I don't appreciate it.
Why did you look. Oh, that's why. He has no eyebrows. Look at him. Do you want an eyebrowless boyfriend? Do you want an eyebrowless husband? Look at it. Plus, he's like 42, the prime age that you love men.
No. I love how
you're... Mihawk.
No.
Freaking Charlotte Dogtooth.
You're ragging on eyebrowless people, knowing that I love Kid.
Look, the fact of the matter is, if Kid ever heard me, I wouldn't be living in this town anymore. I wouldn't be living in this world anymore.
You wouldn't be in this realm anymore.
Like, come on, I'd be in the distortion realm. Like, yeah, good luck, your team.
Distortion, that's cute. You're going to meet Arceus himself.
Arceus like, what the hell are you doing here? It's a long story. Like, Cyrus has no hairline. Cyrus has... I don't know how he, looks angry all the time without eyebrows.
It's the shape of his eyes. They just kind of exude, I'm sick of your BS.
It's the chair.
It's the apathy for me.
He's old. He's old.
You
he
don't
is not
know-
a snack.
He's not old.
He is an age. He's 27.
I told you he's not old.
What has he been smoking?
He has been smoking and he's high off
He
of
looks like-
depression. And you're making
No.
fun of him.
I'll never smoke depression ever. What in the world
I
happened
hate
to you?
I hate you so much.
Like, look at him. He looks like he's been smoking 3 packs of depression a day.
I also smoke 3 packs of depression a day.
You look young as hell, though. Maybe it's the reverse for females. 'Cause look at him.
I don't.
He looks like
this.
at 26, he looked 26. When he was 27, he looked 45.
Stop.
I don't know how that worked.
Look. At
Is
the
he
end of the
Benjamin
day,
Button?
he did really awesome things in Gen 4 that I can't remember, but I do know. I do know.
I
that
wasn't
they
there for
summoned-
it, but I can tell
No.
you firsthand.
I do
Come
know.
on.
I remember them setting off bombs. They set off like. Are you okay?
No. I know he did some great things for humanity. He set off bombs and destroyed buildings, and that was my hope for the world.
To be fair,
But when he did it,
to be fair, he didn't set off bombs around buildings. He blew up a lake.
what about the friggin' Gyarados? You
No, they
sure?
were Magikarp and they were flopping on the ground. I was desperately thinking they were gonna die because the game made it a point to say they're flopping weakly. I'm like, did they just kill piles of Magikarp?
I mean, unless they evolved, and they're dead. I mean, we can like eat Magikarp like sashimi or something. They look like they taste good though. Oh, I just passed. He has a Gyarados. Never mind. They look terrible. 100%. I'm scared of you. Please.
I really just stared into the distance while you said all of that.
Nah,
I
because
think it affected me.
Gyarados kills people. No, okay, so Jupiter was the one who was like the enforcer, like, I'm doing things my way. And you're like, no, I'm gonna say, I'm doing things my way. Yes, ma'am. Saturn kind of felt like the little bit, like, he was the teacher's pet
He
type.
was the bootlicker.
Yeah, honestly, because he was like, I'll do anything for Master Cyrus, even things that we shall not speak of. Doing that today.
Even if he didn't ask me, I can feel in my soul when our hearts connect that he wanted me to.
No. He looked at Cyrus and he's like, that boot, it sure looks like unshiny right now. Sir? And it's like coming over. Like,
Little did we know, he was just looking at the fact that he almost stepped on a Caterpie.
Caterpie's like, oh. Cyrus looks just like, okay, fine, I'm sorry. Like, the thing is, Cyrus looks like he can be a nice person.
He was!
He's not.
No, he really was. When he
'cause
was
the
younger,
empathy thing.
he lived in Sunny Shore.
What?
Yeah, he lived in
You mean
Sunny
where-
Shore.
Wait, where
Where my-
that idiot is? Huh?
Where my love Volkner is.
Oh, okay, Sunny Shore, not Eterna.
No. Don't.
Dun, 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 dun. First off, Volkner. Ooh.
Excuse me?
I didn't.
Pardon?
Calm.
Say again. Come again.
Okay.
Say it. That's what I thought.
You're trash and I hate you. Nah. I mean, anywho. Like, Morris was the one who was like, yo.
You're moving. I can hear your bed.
I know, because it's inflatable, you jerk. The hell? You only liked him because he had a Luxray.
No, I didn't. I actually respected him a lot, but then I realized one time that his whole party is literally made up of Pokemon I love.
You like Voltorb?
Son's the Voltorb, but I do respect it.
You like Raichu? It's like,
I
almost like,
do.
almost like, almost like,
I do. And the Electivire in there. The Electivire.
At least it evolved from that other thing. He said, I'm like, all right. Okay, so I'm like, the only thing four kids did right.
No, they did it so wrong that it manifested into correct.
So the one thing they did right, yes.
Ironically.
100%.
But it's so, like, I love how we're trying to stay...
Evil teams.
Yeah, I know. I said I love how we're trying to stay on topic with Team Galactic, but it's just, they didn't
There's
do
literally
a lot.
zero substance to them in the first. They kidnapped a doctor and called it a day.
Like, no, they did take over the Valley Windworks. They did do that.
Yeah, that's populated by like 2 people and their dog. Like, you see that little girl? Like, help my family. She was one of the Pokemon trainers.
But also, I mean, they also took over that building in Eterna, and then now that I think about it, Cynthia didn't even get involved. Cynthia was like,
the matter is,
here.
I think her presence was so strong that they couldn't do anything.
Like she was like, oh,
Cynthia's
she was disinterested.
No, the fact of the matter is because she just knew. Like, the thing, Cynthia, if anything happens on Cynthia's watch, it won't be happening anymore.
It'll move itself.
Yeah, they look like, oh, yeah, we're gonna I'm going to turn my life to Christ. Because they're scary as hell. Cynthia was scary. Cynthia's the best champion. We can't remember anything about Galactic because they suck.
No, because I do know. I mean, I was always thinking
the only thing I remember is about Saturn and that one time.
No, I can't. Like, Cyrus had a vision.
Oh, Sarazi had his name right.
Shut up. He wanted to revert the world back to a state where basically, like, he could restart it, but I just don't understand. I don't understand where his mind was at with that. Because he was, like, the most poorly written one. No, I don't think it's that. Sort of. Like, he just, like, I know he had this mindset of, like, just the imperfect. Like, he felt like things were not supposed to exist in a state of imperfection. And I get that. And the thing is, like, we do know, at least, I know and I'm aware from Pokemon Masters, I don't know if they said it anywhere in the game, but I know from Pokemon Masters, they said that he grew up in Sunyshore, and he was kind of, like, the type that he like, tinkered. Like, he was a little builder kid, little patchwork kid. But, like...
Patchwork?
I think he may have been. But I know he loved, like, he has a soft spot for Rotom.
That made me smile, I'm not gonna lie. That's really sweet.
Yeah, so we don't know what fresh hell he went through.
Honestly, they just need to, like... They really do need to make those Gen 4 remakes. I was, like, literally not on the board for Gen 4 remakes because it was so funny that they didn't get them. But, like, I'm kind of like, nah, because, like, they're like, yeah, we hate that Pokemon Sword and Shield is coming out and it looks so ugly. And you guys should take your time with the Pokemon games. So when's Ultra Diamond and Pearl? I'm like, you guys are...
No. It's like, I don't know what he's gone through. But
he's unfinished, that's why.
I mean, yeah, but I'm still really trying to think here, because I'm like, I know they got like the red chain and stuff from the Lake Trio. And they use that to capture whichever game's respective legendary. You know, like Dialga, but I know that Dialga could probably revert time back to a place before, like, life forms, essentially.
What the hell did Palkia do? I mean, maybe he, like, took away free will. Honestly.
No, he's space. So I guess he would have literally just, like... Was he planning to, like, black hole the world away?
But then, okay, next Team Plasma, because I'm not dealing with this today.
But, like, I mean, Giratina just popped in and said, oh, hello there. And, like, just...
No, Giratina was like, ooh, a human.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, oh god.
He threw everything off the rails. But I mean, in
He
the
went
end,
for your jugular.
he was happy. Cyrus was happy in the distortion world. I don't know how he's going to eat. He may not be alive today, but he was happy. But in Masters, he just like popped up with Palkia, so apparently Platinum isn't the canon one? I don't.
He said, come on, Palkia, we're going for a walk. I'm like, kind of looking up, staring at that thing walking by, obeying this bee? Ah, hell nah!
Could you truly, like, imagine him walking Palkia like a puppy?
He's
I
like,
have to
throwing a
respect
tantrum.
that at least.
Nah, people screaming because he's like, I didn't get my dog biscuit today. I'm like, oh yeah!
I have to respect that at least. He was the first evil team leader to actually have a handle on legendaries. Because Giovanni tried with Mewtwo, and Mewtwo, like, flipped him off and left.
Mewtwo looked at him like, who are you? Get out of my face right now.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they created Mewtwo, so I mean, that is in a tier of its own. But
well, I mean, with Mew, I would think you would have to create a smarter version of it, because Mew is a...
leave Mew alone.
Mew's an idiot! No, Team Galactic, alright.
But, like, second generation Team Rocket, they did not make any attempt to come in contact with any legendaries. They just
because they knew without freaking with Giovanni over there, they wouldn't have a chance.
And then Aqua and Magma, they tried, but that went way out of hand very fast.
Go, Coyote! Ooh.
Didn't those idiots take the wrong orbs?
I mean, it still worked.
No, I think it summoned them and then they went off and did their own thing. They're like, I'm awake now. Peace out.
That's like Regigigas.
Oh no.
They just like walk away. I'm like, they're gonna do my bidding or what? They kind of side eye you. Like, be lucky. In that 3 seconds it took me to side eye you, I didn't backhand you. Keep walking me.
Like, he would have hit you, and you would have imploded to a different continent, skipped across said continent like a rock, and suddenly Pangea exists again. Like,
Regigigas was like, who the hell is this?
Like, I don't.
He hit you with the rough side of Asia.
I don't. But I mean, that's what I have to give Cyrus props, because he really did. He was the first one to be able to actively control the legendary that he sought out to control.
Yeah, with a red chain.
I mean, yeah, but he still did it. You're getting some background noise over there.
That was a car.
No, I mean, it's still happening.
Oh, it's my freaking heater. Hot as hell. And cold. Yeah, that's it.
Heater noises. 5th gen had Team Plasma.
That's the team I'd be in.
I mean,
100%. What?
I do actually thinking about it. Team Plasma really did kind of switch the mold up here, because they were misguided, but then you had Getsis, who was not misguided.
Yeah, he was like, "Get away from me, you freak!" I'm like, "Look, me. N is the most beautiful creature I've ever seen."
Oh my god!
Look at him! Look at him! Look at him!
I understand he's completely an angel upon this world, but that is not the point we're making here.
Oh, look at him! Like, can we like take a look? Oh my god!
He is an angel upon this world.
He is so gorgeous.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I can't deal with this right now.
All right.
He's so good looking.
Oh! I actually have a question for you. Save for Getsis and N. Do you remember any of the other sages? Why that one?
Because they kept like putting me against. That's literally the only.
Like, I know that there were like.
I know the Shadow Triad, and the one that you managed to know. Yeah. Okay. Here's a fun fact. You know how the Shadow Triad look exactly the same? So, she looks at the Shadow Triad and picks out just the one person she knows, apparently, because they all look the same. But she's like, yeah, that's the one I like.
I know my honey
No,
bee.
you don't!
I know my BB boy.
They look exactly the same.
Don't you insult me this way.
She has a crush on one of them.
One of three.
But they look, yeah, one of three. They look absolutely exactly the same.
Can you tell triplets apart?
No, they're not triplets. They're clones.
Honestly, they have to be triplets or something if they really do like look just straight up look alike.
They are clones. They're clones.
How did they clone them?
How did they revive freaking Curam? The hell?
I think they explained that, didn't they?
Shut the hell up.
Oh god, I'm getting background
even
noise
from
now.
the TCG card, she knows which one it is, and I'm like, I don't even know she's right. She just like looks at him like, yeah, that's the one. I'm like, why?
Anyway,
she knows who they are.
Shadow Triad was amazing anyway.
Honestly, they were. They. I remember when I was first on that bridge, and then it like appeared. I was like, whoa, guys, let's have a talk. Please don't throw me off this thing.
Yeah, they're the ones. They're like, you speak out against the sages, you won't speak again. We'll silence you. And I'm like, I respect that.
I really do see them, like, if you have an ex-transceiver and stuff like that, talking to, like, your friend. And it's like, oh, yeah, this and that. Like, talking, ah, ha, ha. And then one just appears behind you.
Yo, you're...
like, one just grabs your mouth and just, like, static. And it's like, oh, what's going on?
All your friends over there like, dude, you good?
You saw Shadow Triad. No,
are you
the
fine?
Thing is, if one just looks in the phone like, yeah, we have your friend. Oh, hey! He's like, no, not this one again. No, someone else talked to her. And I'm like,
but like I respect that. I feel like honestly, I look for in the evil team some sort of prominent state of being that like kind of makes them fearsome in some way. And I feel like Team Plasma had that. Like, N was a precious angel, but he wasn't the one that you were meant to fear. Like,
Getsis was.
Yeah, and Getsis.
And you didn't see Getsis for a bit. Like, you knew him just like, oh yeah, that old man, da-da-da. But then Black and White 2 came around, and then he had his own theme. Then you were like, maybe I should... Oh, he has Frustration High Dragon. And
Spaghettis.
Honestly, that and Rose, that theme and Rose's theme just like kind of oh jeez Christ.
Are you okay?
No, like something just hit like my ears.
Was it me?
No.
Was it my voice?
Yeah.
Ding.
It was something on YouTube that just like popped in. I accidentally closed a bar, but anywho. Like, the thing is, they're like, oh yeah, let's liberate all Pokemon. And I was like, yeah, do they? No, the thing is, it's what happened with, because they're like, yeah, don't you teach them, don't you have them fight each other and stuff? I'm like, don't you have boxers fight? Yeah, but that's different. No, it's not. Because Pokemon battling is boxing. May got scolded for having her Pokemon still try to fight, even though it was clearly tired.
Yeah.
They don't pull that stuff. Even Nurse Joy said it's not, they're not supposed to fight, not like that. And it's just like, willful ignorance.
I mean, I get that, but it's like that is part of what makes some of these teams so scary. Like, they
go for your ideals.
Yes, but not even for your ideals. Like, Getsis goes for your jugular.
No. Getsis tells Hydreigon, who already hates him, to go for the jugular. Then he turns around, because he's like, I should go for your jugular, but I'll wait for now. Let's just get this one.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, his entire team is built for destruction and killing. I'm looking up Getsis right now.
Go ahead. He had a Cophagrigus.
He did, yes.
Cophagrigus, whatever it's called. Cophagrigus. A Bouffalont. That thing, look. And it won't hit you with its afro. A Bisharp that's made of death.
Yes.
Electros. Ooh, that thing.
I mean, and it has no weaknesses, so if you want to chalk that up in the metagame.
Yeah, and I think Seismitoad. First off, Seismitoad just looks evil.
I was about to say, I thought you were going to say something about the way Seismitoad looks. Don't you dare, I love it.
No, actually, that's his black and white. No, his black and white too. The one where everything was made to kill. Cofagrigus, Seismitoad, Electros, Drapion, Toxicroak, and Hydreigon. Life Orb, Frustration, Hydreigon. Are you joking? Life Orb, my guy?
You know, I remember people saying that if you lose in the battle with Yesus and you get like the black screen, everyone it just feels like it's mental canon that you just died.
You die. No, because he was trying to kill you in the first place. He's scary as hell.
He is. I actually think that really boosts them up. Like I feel like I between my nostalgia glasses and my stubborn love of just like the straight up we're gonna do things our way vibe of Team Rocket, I really feel like Team Plasma comes a very close second.
No, it's not even Team Plasma, it's Getsus. Because we made a girl that was a part of Team Plasma that was just so good at what she did. It's like, how did she unlock the lock? Oh yeah, she's part of Team Plasma. Like, it's not even she was a grunt. She didn't need she didn't use Pokemon. She just went for it.
She Brysoned. What's your level?
Honestly, oh wow, I would have loved to see a fight with her and Bryson.
But
that would have been amazing.
I wonder, does Bryson really fight, or does he just channel his stunts?
He's about to get off of Pokestar Studios once more, my guy.
He's on injured reserve.
He's on I can't move, somebody help me.
Oh no!
Like, yikes. I feel sorry for that poor bastard. But no, Team Plasma was the unwitting villains. Because they really thought they were doing well. They're like, yeah, we'll rescue and liberate all the Pokemon. Some people really thought that. Others who were high up were just like, we know what we're doing.
Yeah, we know. We're aware.
And that demon who's known on every mother effing team.
Who?
I swear to you now,
Who?
if I see another traffic cone like Pokemon ever again, I'm shooting somebody.
Are you talking about Watchog?
Don't say its name.
Watchog? The crossing guard?
I'm shooting you. I'm shooting you. That piece of trash is so annoying. Like, the thing is, Mr. One-Ups was right. Even you could probably slug that bee. But it's just a bit too fast. Oh, that's like,
you know, I'm beginning to like it. Just in spite of
any person who falls asleep at night satisfied with that thing's existence is a liar.
But I am.
Okay, that's.
I actually, especially
literally don't like
especially the art of where it was like the little sash across it that looks like a patrol belt was like glowing in the dark, like a reflective vest. Like it's so cute.
It's not. It's not any of those things that you just said.
Plus, Patrat was one of my one of the first shinies that I ever caught in the wild myself.
You poor thing.
I loved it.
My condolences.
I loved it with all of my heart and soul.
F that. I hate Patrat. I truly do hate that rodent.
Look.
But you like Bruxish. But you don't like Bruxish. F off.
Bruxish looks like something threw up on it.
That's not nice.
It's not, but it's true. Any hoozles.
Yeah, I love Team Plasma. Because the thing is, they really were working for a noble goal. It just gets us at the top. And the thing is, the whole thing about, oh yeah, you're like battling Pokemon that do this and that, like they're not supposed to be there and stuff like that. It's like, if they wanted to leave, they'd leave. And it's not Stockholm either. It's just like, they're literally like, okay, I'll go with you. If they didn't want to, they'd stay out of the bowl.
Yeah, I just feel like it really is straight up manipulation. Like, Getsus is just that charismatic guy that kind of makes you feel like all your dreams are gonna come true.
And they won't.
Yeah, and in the background,
Ever.
he's like laughing at your dreams over the water cooler.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
He's like, let's leave your dreams in the drafts.
But then you just know that he's like, get away from me, you freak. And it's like, you really don't like N, huh?
Nah, I could swear he's the guy that's like, he's like, oh my gosh, I love my subordinates. Like, I'm so good to them, but he doesn't want to touch them.
Yo! You're not wrong. He really does seem like the type.
Can we also bring to attention the Generations episode?
Drayden looked out there like, oh, I'm killing men. Whoever did this, your days are numbered.
I could swear Drayden would go up to Qrem and say, stop. And Qrem's like, I see your beard and I respect it.
I see your beard and I raise you an ice beam. He beat the hell out of that bee.
No, his beard, it defies gravity like Qrem's jaw.
I mean, alright.
Qrem sees kinship in him. Tell me it's not.
Oh my god.
Tell me!
It's not.
You're lying!
You said to tell you, the hell?
You're a hoe!
I am.
But like, oh my gosh.
But yeah, Team Plasma. Plasma. I really do like the team. Because it's something that I would probably join. Because it's like, liberate all the Pokemon! But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, that's exactly it. They make you feel like a piece of like human trash for having Pokemon in the first place. It really messes with your confidence and the way that you look at things, because like it really gets inside your head and it makes you question yourself. And because of that, I mean, again, I have to respect it, because it's like, well, Team Rocket has like the charismatic idea of we're gonna come right at you and crush you. That's not half as evil as screwing with someone's mind.
That's like Larxene and Sora, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh?
Because Larxene was like, oh, yeah, so you forgot about Naminé, this and that. And it's like, no, I didn't forget about her, but he actually did. And it's like, they're like, yeah, she's trapped in here. Like, she's never gonna get out. And she just keeps taunting him and like mentally destroying him, mentally assassinating him. Until he's just like, no, that's enough. I'm tired of this and crap. But it's like, the crap that Getsus is doing is like, everything you're doing has been wrong. Don't you see how everybody is suffering?
Yeah, it really makes
like,
you question your morality.
It's like, have I been, like, oh, in the Pokemon Adventures manga, they were like, I'm sorry, Galvantula, I didn't know. And that Galvantula was like, what are you talking about? I want to, well, I guess I'll go then. I mean, and it was so sad.
Like, that is fully it, because the more they say, no, it's fine, the more it's driving home the point of, you've made them this way. You've made them subservient to you.
And it's not true, because half of them are so strong by themselves, they would have left by day one, but they were like, oh, let's just, because the thing is, with Pokemon, it's not Stockholm.
It's not
and
always black and white. I'm sorry, I had to.
I'm gonna disconnect from this call.
Wait, no.
The hell?
It was necessary.
It was not.
It was.
It's not always like, no, I'm not doing this.
I wish you would have.
No.
But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely correct. It is just, it kills the brain. Like, it really makes you psych yourself out.
Honestly.
That's so
But then
evil.
if you have Pokemon that are just like, yeah, I want to stay with you. I've always wanted to stay with you. I don't know what you're talking about, but whoever that is, he needs to go suck up. I mean,
whoa!
Well, he really does. Like, Getsus was just evil to be evil. And then Pokemon Black and Blue.
No. We're not bringing that up here. We're not triggering PETA in our first video.
F PETA!
No!
I'm eating a hamburger.
Oh my god.
The hell?
No.
It's fucking delicious. I salted that ish. I crumbed that ish, my guy.
Yeah, you broke your teeth on that. On your.
Those were the fries. See, vegetables are evil.
It's a spud.
Wait, what? Oh. You're the type of person who'd look at a goat like, hey, I want a kid. Like, please stop.
I have done that. I actually have done that. But, yeah, Team Plasma is a whole new grade of evil, and I respect it.
It's literally only their highest up. It's kind of like the real world.
Jeez.
What?
I respect it, though. Gen 6, Flare, took me a second.
Okay, Gen 7.
No!
Because this?
In the words of you, that one time on the phone, Team Flare was only a threat when they had that big-ass gun.
It's true. No, everyone's like, yeah, that stylish out. I remember, you made a person who messed up Team Flare stuff. They said, you messed up my Team Flare outfit. You're welcome. He destroyed them verbally and physically.
Oh, God.
Like, he said, this is my region. Well, technically it's not. He's from the strongest region, effing Galar.
Galar!
And don't tell me, no one tell me Galar is like, oh, Galar sucks. No, Galar is one of the strongest regions.
They are armed and dangerous.
Like, just look at effing, what is it called? What is it called? Corviknight. That's your Route 1 starter? My guy. Everyone's peeping.
Just look at like Pidgeot and
look at that
Swellow
monster.
and Staraptor. To be fair, Staraptor is pretty awesome. But Corviknight looks like it's going to literally kill you.
Staraptor looks like he's like, oh. No, Staraptor's like the type that kind of looks down at you like, why are you in my business? But then freaking Corviknight just looks like, so why are you here? And I'm like,
why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Because it's British.
Was that British?
Was it not? Well, now I'm sad.
I'm not gonna lie though, Corviknight looks like the type that would breathe in and speak out in two tones. Like,
oh my God. It'd be like that Craig. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Craig. Oh no.
Like,
but yeah, Team Flare. I would.
Flare wasn't anything until they had that big gun.
That is
Some
true.
of the girls were cute, but like,
I
Team Flare itself was trash. They just wanted to make the world beautiful.
I had a very difficult time getting through them. I'm not gonna lie. They were hard. Like it, not like we're not getting through them. But yeah, it wasn't difficult at all.
None of that.
But it was a struggle getting mentally and emotionally invested. I will say though, towards the end, mainly Lysander was the only real standout to me amongst Team Flare.
Yeah, and the only characterization he got was at the end when it ended.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, I love Pokemon so much, this and that. Like, why couldn't we hear that before?
I mean, to be fair, in Generations, they did a really good job of characterizing him further. I just wish that there was as much characterization in the game.
When he's clowning on Diantha?
No, well, yes,
like,
but
that's
he...
a fine piece of... I mean, what?
No! But they showed him, he was just generally a very, like, successful businessman. Like, people really admired him, and he was making strides. Like, he made the X-Transceiver... Well, it's not the X-Transceiver. Is it? The holoscope.
Holocaster! My lord. Say it with me. Hello?
Hello?
Caster. Say it. I swear, if you say Cyrus, I'm going to hurt you.
Connor!
Well, you're the one who's getting his name wrong, so. Just so you know, you're the one going down.
But, oh my God. But like, that was it. Like people respected him. He was making great strides for the world of Pokemon and for the people in it. And then he kind of had this like underlying darkness, quote unquote, but it was more so, just the desire to keep the world in its sort of like anti-aging stasis. He wanted to inject the world with Botox.
No,
but...
no, because the fact of the matter is, depending on what you saw, either you had Y. No, you had X.
I did.
He wanted to let the world be like beautiful and live forever.
Yes.
In Y, he wanted to kill everyone.
Yes, but that was the exact comparison there. He wanted to like basically wipe out life because he didn't want like basically people to be a blemish on the world. The problem with that is
Cyrus looking at.
Not like, I mean, it's more so it's like if he kills them, as terrible as it sounds, they won't get the chance to get old. That sounds really awful.
I mean, not exactly.
Girl, I mean, it depends on your viewpoint, I guess. It depends on your viewpoint.
Yes.
But deciding that you're going to commit mass genocide so that the world doesn't get ugly is a little of a stretch. My only issue and flaw with this is apparently becoming a member of Team Flare gave you like a pass to life.
Yeah, they're like, you have to wear outfits. I'm like, I think I'd rather die.
That is a blemish on beauty right there.
Honestly. See, Azel just like, the hell is this? No! Red doesn't go with red, dummy.
No.
When they wrap up their hair like mine.
No. It's just like they frustrate me. They really do, because I was like, I see so much potential in Team Flare, but whenever I hear anyone talking about evil teams or discussing them, I never once hear about Team Flare.
Because even Team Skull is better. You know why?
They're children. They're my children.
They're hilarious.
I'm adopting Po-Town. And Team, also they had Malva. That was her name? And she was an Elite Four member too?
Fun fact.
Yes.
I didn't even know Malva was somewhere I didn't see her. As in, I didn't know she was a person on the Holocaster. So I thought the first time I saw her was in the Elite Four.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt the same way.
She had so little of a presence.
There were others. There were others with different hair colors that were like basically, I think, in a trio with her, and I don't remember them either.
No, I remember them. I don't remember their names, but like,
I don't remember them as people.
I mean, because they're trash.
I sooner remember Dexio and Cena.
But they were trash too.
I like them. You shut your face.
No, the only reason you like them is because you characterize them differently.
No, well, yes, but I also like the way that they were characterized in Sun and Moon.
Okay, Sun and Moon is fine.
Yeah. Actually, if we're done with No, I don't want to be done with Team Flare. I at least want to give Lysander his props for the end. Like,
please, God, be done with Team Flare.
No, I want to give him his props.
So annoying.
Like, I will admit that there was a really dark undertone in Geosinge Town because that place makes me extremely uncomfortable. With the petrified Pokemon and whatnot.
If only they'd done something with it.
I mean, they gave it a backstory. It made me uncomfortable enough to go through it. And they kind of blew up the town when they had that big-ass gun.
That FDA gun was something else.
I know.
And she'll cleanse you right up.
No.
I'm just saying. Flare wasn't important.
Okay. 7th gen. We're in Alola.
Skull. Okay, the thing about Team Skull is none of them are intimidating. Not even Guzma's intimidating, but there's something mentally up with him.
Of course there is. Oh my god. Okay, don't get me started. Actually, get me started.
I'm just gonna.
No,
because he's just like, as soon as you beat him, all that happens is, Guzma, why would you do that? You're so stupid. I'm like, that was learned. That was learned.
Look, I will put out there that technically Team Skull isn't even Alola's evil team. Aether is.
Oh, right.
But Team Skull had enough of a presence as a pseudo-evil team for us to talk about them. And I mean, it wasn't really a bait and switch because everyone knew that Team Aether was going to be evil, and they even showed it in the opening of Sun and Moon with Lily running. So...
No, they didn't. Oh.
They did. Everyone thought they were onto something with the stuff that Nintendo was releasing. And then they were like, no, we already knew that you guys were going to know. Like, this in the first 5 minutes of the game.
We're not stupid. You are, though, for thinking we'd actually pull something.
But, like, I respect Team Skull. Like, I think it's really sad. Like, when you really think about their team, a lot of the dark aspects of Pokemon are done in undertone. There are things that aren't directly mentioned, and there are things that are kind of alluded to, but they don't want to put it out there because, I mean, it does have a younger demographic. But in terms of context and undertone, Sun and Moon was dark. Even the Pokedex entries got really dark.
Yeah. They said, give up. Just
submit to Gengar.
Oh my. That thing is I'm out.
Like, I have to respect the way that they handled Sun and Moon's, like, darker undertones. Like, first of all, apparently, Guzma got passed over for being, I think, a trial leader and or a kahuna. And that left some problems with him. He holds, like, resentment.
I feel like it was his dad.
I mean, it's like a dad situation. All Guzma wanted was to have an adult figure or an older person that actually looked up to him and expressed that they were proud of him and his achievements.
I'm just like, who the hell was the bastard who, like, it's all your fault.
Well, he had
100%. I love it.
He had a grudge against Hala, so I think he had something to do with it. But it could have been like a third Hokage and Orochimaru situation here.
Look, any person whose name is son of the 8-headed snake, I wouldn't trust either.
But like, what it just killed me because I'm like, Guzma was really shaken up. Like, he just wanted someone to be proud of him. And the problem is he has such a complex. Like, the idea of losing just murders his self-worth. And it's just, he's so angry and, like, emotionally turbulent, and it just makes me feel bad for him. But it makes me feel more... It makes me more appreciative of his character to know, too, that, like, the whole reason Team Skull was formed in the first place is because he was going around collecting all the little rejects like him. That's what Team Skull
quite
is.
Sweet.
Like, he was giving them kind of like a place to belong. And then you have Plumeria over there, like, basically adopting them as her dumb little siblings.
Whose voice is kind of hit and miss in the Masters.
Stop.
I'll tell you one voice who was bad in Masters.
She's, like, oh god, I really love them. Like, they really are just a big
just
family trying to get by.
Yeah, and you can see that in Po-Town. They're like, yeah, like, this, that, going gang signs, we're still gonna need some help, though. So if you can, like, pay 500 Poke for the healing, I'd really appreciate. Oh, wow, 500 Poke. We're eating dinner tonight, boys. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then they were arguing because, you know, like, some of the female grunts were arguing because they literally share clothes. So they were arguing over a shirt, I think. Like, the chair. His mangled chair.
Yeah. Okay. Explain it.
So,
it's for people who don't know.
In their base in Po-Town, once you get in and you go to...
And you say a resounding no.
You're still bitter about that?
Hell yeah, I am. I was like, yeah. Get out. Huh? Please, let me in. I sound like Mighty Keith.
But, like, it's like, once you go in there and you face Guzma in the room in Po-Town.
Guzma?
Guzma! But
oh, shoot. It is Guzma.
Guzma. But,
Guzma. I'm like, the hell?
Well, once you face him there and you win, he starts having like another one of these emotionally turbulent breakdowns, and he's like, Guzma, what's wrong with you? Like, get it together. And he's like yelling at himself. And
I thought it was funny at first, but I was like, wait, no, he's being serious.
yeah. And when he leaves or whatever, you can approach the chair and you can inspect it, press A and everything. And it basically says that you can see like the way that his hands have been gripping the arms of the chair. Like, he's basically mangled the chair out of rage. Like,
not even rage, just like frustration. Just 100%. Like, the fact of the matter, he can make a great bug type gym leader or a trial captain. And he's like twisted enough that he'd make some really cool stuff. But the fact that he can't get over his complex is the one thing that's just screwing him over.
I'm not gonna lie, he is a fascinatingly strong trainer. I can't even,
like, truly.
Can we give a little bit of praise and appreciation to that Galissapod?
That Galissapod said, hey, how about a first impression? I'm like,
emergency exit.
Like, that thing was scary as hell.
Like, that thing was murderous. It did so much damage. It did so much damage.
It really did. She doesn't use type matchups, but I do.
I do not.
I was still like, oh, cool, hold on. Wait.
When I played through Sun and Moon, I did it with only dark and electric types. The only exception to that rule was Araquanid, because I found it, I loved it, and I kept it.
She said, what is that? What is that?
I named it Makwa. It sounded right. Probably because it's a mama aqua bug. But it's Makwa now, and Dupiter is not Dupiter. It is baby Makwa. So
it really is adorable.
It is. Gosh. But yeah, Guzma and Team Skull, I love them. Honestly, they need Nanu to just go in there and like
reform each and every one. Just like slap them all about the head.
he needs the energy to do it. But then again, he already takes care of like 20 Alolan Meowths, so I feel like he has the energy.
Nah, just let the Alolan Meowths be like, meow, and just like F them up, honestly. That'd be fun.
This is not the answer.
It says who?
I also think that the same dark undertones apply to Team Aether. I respect them because they were creepy. And you really think about the way that like everyone was swearing up and down and left and right that all the Ultra Beasts were actually people, based off of how Lily looked like Nihilego and freaking Buzzwole with Gladion. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, Lusamine is just unhealthily obsessed. And you saw, like Lily said, she's not allowed to pick her own clothes. So she dressed them like Ultra Beasts out of her own obsession. I wouldn't even be surprised if she kind of like related them to Ultra Beasts in her mind to make them more appealing, because she straight up called Lily ugly.
And Lily's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Adorable. Have you heard her theme? Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, yo. She said, Nebby, you splash. I'm like, you're getting there.
Get in the bag, Nebby.
Get in the bag. Nebby's like, F off me. I'm like,
Nebby is making his way downtown.
Walking fast.
Faces past.
And I'm homebound. No, really, that thing was gone.
Yeah.
That thing didn't care about bags.
I just
F your bags.
I really do like appreciate that. Like there was some sort of like
I'm shifting. You're gonna hear creaks. Look, it's an inflatable bed. Get the hell out of my face. I haven't had freaking furniture in 10 months.
That's not.
Unless you want to hear it flare up. Ah, my shoulder.
Did you dislocate your shoulder on an inflatable
I was leaning
mattress?
so I wouldn't have to move, you jerk.
You broke your shoulder on an inflatable mattress.
I love how you think this is funny.
Jerk. I do.
Hey.
Oh god, that's amazing.
I still haven't finished the burger. I'm just gonna see.
Oh, but I respect I respect the twisted minds going on. I especially respect the twisted mind in Lucamine over here that literally had like Pokemon frozen in statues in her room.
Yo, that Pikachu was like, well, I'm here forever.
It was so freaky, and I kind of loved that.
I didn't remember it because of how Sun and Moon the anime butchered it.
Oh no.
Because you know what happened, right?
I do not.
Lucamine was a good person. And Lily didn't like her because she does things, like, without saying it because she thinks she knows what's best. Like, she got mad at her because she evolved her Clefairy. And just, like, couldn't forgive her or whatever.
I don't know. I guess it kind of stripped the darkness from it.
Exactly. And the whole thing with, the evil Lucamine with the black hair,
yeah,
that was just her being controlled and not doing any of this on her own volition.
Oh no, that was like the best thing. Like, seeing how far her mind would go, like to where she's like, I don't care what this will do to me. I'll finally get to do this, and I've always wanted to be this closely involved with an Ultra Beast. Like, she did not care about anything else, about anyone else. And I mean, it's still kind of sad about like that she kind of went on this obsessive deep end is like her unhealthy coping for losing Professor Mon, who we could have brought him back. He was stranded on an island. We had a Charizard. We could have brought him back. I was waiting.
Oh, wow.
I literally maxed out the freaking...
Yeah, she did!
I maxed out the Pokevloggo. Like, now it's done. Your work here is finished. You can go home. And he's like, wow, it's maxed out. You did a great job. I'm like, that's it?
You're gonna go home?
That's it?
What's that? No, he's like, you're gonna go home? What's that? Yeah.
I am hurt. I am betrayed.
Trash.
I will never recover.
Like, oh my lord.
He didn't go back in Ultra though, and then he just couldn't remember anything.
Yeah. Why though? Give her a happy ending.
I'll never recover. She got her happy ending actually being a decent mom, and like
Masters.
She got shipped with therapy.
Oh yeah, to Kanto. I thought honestly, I was about to be like, yo, we're going to Kanto.
No.
I'm from Kanto. Look at it. Piss off.
No, we didn't get to go. But
That
like,
was so stupid.
do you also remember when we went to like Team Aether and stuff like that? I think we battled like Team Aether members, and then it's like their portrait changed, and their sprites changed. Like the expression on their sprites like got so much.
Yeah.
You were like, what the hell?
Yeah, because they were just like looking like, so what do you want? I'm like, oh, so you're off the clock, huh? Nah, because they were like the woman. I was waiting for you to mention that woman who was like, oh, please, you're not supposed to go out there. Like, I was just hoping if you didn't, please. I'm like, whoa,
You mean Wicked?
No, that lady.
Oh no, the girl at the reception desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary as hell.
Yeah, there was the letting them know. There was the Team Aether Grunt at the reception desk. And she had basically been keeping everything chill. You know, she was like the face of the place and making sure everything didn't seem suspicious. But when everything like went down in the Aether house and everything, well, not the Aether house, the organization building, she begs you not to go out. Like she's basically like, please don't leave. Please don't leave us.
Not please don't leave. It's like, please don't leave before I get in trouble.
Yeah,
God
basically.
knows what will happen if I get in trouble.
Yeah, like, literally. She was horrified.
And you could just tell because you're a really good people person.
I'm a people person. That's cute.
No, like,
yeah.
If she says a person's not good, then you believe her.
No, stop this.
Yeah, okay.
It was still just so like, I was shook. Like, that kind of solidified it for me. But just like Lucamine in general, and then the way she used Guzma, knowing full well that all he wanted was approval. And she, being the president of Aether and being like this really strong and influential person, it was just so easy for her because he's like, I don't need praise for anyone else then. I have praise from her and she's top of the top. So, I mean, of course I'm going to listen to her. And it's like, oh, he's so misguided. I just want to hug him in his stupid face.
Honestly, but you couldn't do anything because you're not really all that high up.
I don't care. I want to punch him in his stupid mouth out of love. I'm just joking. He doesn't need that. He doesn't need that kind of trauma.
He doesn't need any more trauma because then he'll start punching himself in the face.
I mean, he might punch
Just
someone
saying.
else. He looks like he throws hands.
Honestly, he really does. He looks like he's at 1-2 and they're gone.
You know,
But then you just keep coming at them.
yeah, and I mean that is true. He's the one that like he will hit you and you are on the ground and you're like, dude, I am unconscious. I am only speaking this to you from my unconscious mind to tell you to chill out. He's like, nah, not enough. I'm like, oh.
He said, "Now I'm out."
Like, I low-key though, I think that Plumeria probably fights better than Guzma.
Honestly, someone punch Guzma, man or woman, they wouldn't see their nose straight ever again.
Like,
Or their face, or they'd look like Grimsley after a gambling problem.
stop! We still don't know what's wrong with him.
It doesn't matter. You still have it.
He needs help.
He really does, honestly.
But like,
Annabeth, whatever her name is, was doing great. But
I
freaking-
love her.
Nah, but this guy, as soon as I saw him, I was like, Grims!
He hit the dice hard. Too hard.
I really do think he just lost out on everything, and I don't know how.
He's like, hey guys, I'm
Not even
broke.
like that. Because I'm like, we really need to help him.
Yeah, but they didn't even explain what was wrong with him.
Yeah, that really is annoying.
Like, ugh, that was such a draw. Like, how do you not say? He's looking like he needs some genuine assistance, and you're
He's
like,
looking
no,
like
he's
he needs
fine, ignore it.
Jesus.
And that too.
And Wicke. Wicke was either the one who was either really, really sweet or really, really evil. It was one or the other, and it was nothing in between.
I mean,
She...
that's-
Good lord. She looked like she was about to, like... If she was evil, she'd be the worst one out of everyone.
It's because she looks sweet. The ones
Yeah.
that have a sweet demeanor as a villain,
Are the scariest ones.
yes, look out for them.
Like, it's always the nice ones that you gotta watch out for.
But you know,
The nice ones are the quiet ones, and I'm a quiet one, so F you up.
speaking of which, I did not care about Fava.
Yeah, Fava... Anywho, Gen 7. Because who cares about Faba? I'm not talking about Faba. You're not talking about Faba. Who's talking about Faba?
I just thought it was funny the way Hal just totally trolled him.
Yeah, he's like... Did you see freaking Gladion look at him? Hal's like, we're just like, so what's going on?
Yeah, it's like, we didn't change expressions
Oh,
much,
no.
we just had that blank expression, and I'm pretty sure that was still the most terrifying one. It's like, one is glaring at you, one is smiling
One is
at
smiling like, I dare you. I 100% dare you.
blankly existing. They probably don't even know where they are right now.
You're like, and that's the one that's scary, because they battle like an effing champ. Except for one sturdy Magnezone.
No, shut up, shut up, shut up,
You wanna
shut
tell them the story?
No!
Nah.
That's for another day. Sturdy Magnezone never needs to exist. They need to just remove it. But that's a story for another day.
I swear, you get so
Another
bitter.
day.
So bitter.
Anyway. Gen 8. Oh.
Oh, that is Gen 8. Okay. Team... Forgot what they were already.
They weren't a team though, really. They were
Fan
Macrocosmos.
Club Yell.
Oh, you're involving Team Yell. I mean, they were the fake Meow. They weren't even like a pseudo evil team like Team Skull. Like they were just straight up fake Meow. They're like, oh, you want an evil team? Here they
We're
are.
not getting one, dude.
Air quotes.
He's like, sorry, I'm looking for what my purpose should be. I'm like, my guy, look for them. The hell?
That's Piers. That's Piers trying to understand what his purpose should be.
No, okay, the thing is with Piers. First off, thank God, Dark type gym leader.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, don't let someone sing if they're not gonna spout a word out of their mouth, because that was the most awkward minute of my life. All you hear is switch. I'm like, can he stop the foot tapping? Can we not hear that? Because I can't hear any words coming out of his mouth, and he's supposed to be a singer.
I don't even think there was a sound for foot tapping. You might have just
There was.
You might have just heard the image. I don't think there was a sound for him tapping his foot.
There was, and I listened. You know what?
I'll check it again later to see if there was, but I don't remember it.
Golf.
Okay.
You can go straight down.
But yeah, I don't really count Team Yell here. Like they weren't even really.
Well, they didn't have an evil team.
They had Macrocosmos, but the thing is
that.
Macrocosmos, they were the ones working under Chairman Rose. They were the ones that attacked you when you were going up to the tower to get Leon.
I don't know.
See, the thing is, that was the neat thing. They were literally a capitalist team. The funny thing is, if you took Pokejobs throughout the course of the game, all of the people there fighting you from Macrocosmos, they were inspired by the Pokejobs. Like, they're literally representatives of the Pokejobs. Basically, they are a Chairman Rose affiliated monopoly that's trying to silence you.
They said, nah, you're coming in here whether you like it or not.
No, you remember that guy that's like, yeah, they were like, this tower is like 500 feet tall or something like that. And then the other one that they battled with was like, we have life insurance.
No, he said we don't have life insurance. And I'm like, hon, you good?
Oh, did they really? They're like, oh, no, I think they were selling life insurance. They're like, yeah, it's a really long drop from here. If you die, by the way, I'm selling life insurance.
I'm like, my guy, did you just ask a 10-year-old? You're going to hell.
It always pays to be covered.
No! You're making my throat go sore.
Oh, that's funny.
What's trash?
They weren't really an evil team though. And Rose, there's one thing I find interesting about Rose. And it does take the misguided route, because everyone knew that there was going to be something up with Chairman Rose. He was just too powerful, too influential, and too positively looked at. There was going to be an issue. It was just a growing suspicion, and it was completely predictable. But I don't think they were aiming to have it not be predictable.
It's just someone who's going on a descent of madness.
In a sense, because the thing is here, he turned himself in at the end. But I don't think it was because he realized he did the wrong thing. The whole time that they explained his character, it's like he was very vain, and he had a very high opinion of himself. Like, everything he did was very deliberate. Huh?
Just like all chairmen.
No, stop.
What?
I'm just saying he was very deliberate. Like, even when it came down to like Eternatus and stuff and like calling Leon, he knew what he was doing. He knew that if he broadcasted what was going on, it would stir up a panic. And who has no choice but to come and protect them from the panic
Leon
should everything go wrong?
Guy, I just wanted to battle.
Yeah, I feel bad. You gotta feel bad for him.
Honest. It's only because you like Leon.
No, it's just in general. Like, he didn't ask for all this. He lived in Postwick.
On a farm. Oh.
There was a
not the route we were going? Kinda.
Like, he didn't ask for this. But, like, Chairman Rose was so sleazy from jump. He gave Beat a Hattery.
Yeah, he said beat up.
Hatena, that's what it is. He gave Beat a Hatena. Like,
okay. Yeah.
Apparently, I think they have like a trigger. If you don't approach them in a certain way, I believe, because I know like with Hatterene, it like kind of connects with like the serenity of people, and all 3 of those Pokemon, I believe, will silence you, quote unquote. Like they will literally kill you.
If this Pokemon has a strong emotion, it will run away as fast as it can. It prefers areas without people. By the protrusion on its head, it senses other creatures' emotions. If you don't have a calm disposition, it will never warm up to you. Okay, Hat Trap.
Yeah, that's the one. Oh. Go ahead, read it.
Can we not?
No, go ahead. What does it say?
No matter who you are, if you bring strong emotions near this Pokemon, it will silence you violently.
Violently.
Shut up! Using the braids on its head, it pummels foes to get them to quiet down. One blow from its braids would knock out a professional boxer. Hear that, Rocky Balboa?
No, it gets worse. Go to Hatterene.
Do I have to say
You do.
Okay. It emits psychic... Okay.
Go ahead.
It emits psychic power strong enough to cause headaches as a deterrent of the approach of others. If you're too loud of...
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't like this one. Are you joking?
Go ahead.
If you're too loud around it, your wrist being torn apart by the claw in its tentacle?
Yeah.
Give this thing a rose, I swear.
Chairman Rose gave this to a kid as its starter.
He must have believed in him.
He didn't even remember his name.
He must have believed in him.
No. He says, "Oh, what? Who are you?" It's like, "Bede, sir." It's like, "Oh yes, right. That's it. Stops. He's like, "You see, Bede, I had high hopes for you." I'm like, "What are you?"
No, you didn't, you jerk.
You don't know who he is.
That's dumb.
It is the worst.
He is pretty awful.
It was the worst. But like, however true that may be, I feel like everyone has this idea that Chairman Rose was like some kind of super misunderstood villain. That was
like a martyr.
Yeah, basically everyone kind of thought that he was like the embodiment of like environmental conservation. But no, he's
not Sonic.
He looked like, the way they described him, he was well on his way to a monopoly. The reason that he did all this was because should Galar run out of energy or power, that falls on his head. That's his reputation. The reason that he gave himself up silently and decided to turn himself in was because if he were to struggle, then it would just be worse on his name. At least now he has some sort of legacy behind him, and exactly what he wanted is what everyone in the fandom thinks. They're like, "Oh, he was an ecological conservationist that just wanted to try to fix the future problems soon, and he went about it the wrong way." Dude, what? No! That's what he wants you to think.
You know he used to be champion.
Rose?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of believe it. That Caparage is deadly.
Honestly.
Ugh. God. Gosh. Okay. I want you, based on everything we've just talked about and everything like that.
Plasma. It's still Plasma.
I still think my first is Team Rocket. I would go with Plasma for a close second.
Plasma, then like Aqua.
Then
I just like the good in people.
I think next would be Skull for me because they're my children.
Yeah, I'm done.
I want to adopt them all.
F them.
Stop this. What do you think?
F them.
Favorite? Who do you think's your least favorite?
I'm just gonna go what came into my head first. I know you can guess it.
Is it Flare?
Yeah.
Flare for me too.
Because the thing is, they weren't good until they had that big A gun. As soon as they had that gun, then they were a force to be reckoned with. And they didn't even use it right.
They knocked over a building in Geosenge. Like, I can't get over that. They literally
knocked over a
it
rock
over.
in Geosenge.
They knocked a building over.
Speaking of Geosenge.
Yes.
Karina.
No. That's for another day.
We just go by region because we can't be doing all this freaking. Nah. It'll take 8 weeks.
Okay, I think we finished. We just went through all the evil teams, so we are
My
done.
throat is killing me.
You haven't been exercising your voice enough.
I know, I really do.
Stretch your larynx. Was that a Esper?
That was still really good. I'm not. Bring up its freaking. Oh my lord.
Wait. All right. Let me end this this recording thing. Yes, wait. We have to do an outro.
Peace.
Is that it?
And why wouldn't it be?
Add some more flair.
Bye. The hell.
Okay, considering she's being like a complete and utter wreck, I'm gonna say bye for both of us. Bye.
Goodbye. See you later. Bye.